Leading edge part of the bounce off the fringe, rotate, play it down. Maybe a little unlucky that one didn't break a little bit more, but a good result. So what am I talking about? Leading edge part of the bounce. How am I leveraging it? Why have you got this thing on your golf club? I've been using it a lot, to be honest with you, but it's good for this short game area and it's good for giving you a feel. It's important when you come to practice this that you get off the fringe. It's important you get off as tight a lie as you can find. Don't get too caught up in targets. You know that I don't love that. So how do we practice with this first, and what is it, and what are you actually showing us? Rotation is what you need in the golf swing to be good. I've moved back into just this collar here. I've got the hanger from Watson Golf on, and I've got that part, that little club face, parallel to the club face I'm using. And when it comes to just hitting a pitch shot, again, I'm going back just off the fringe for courtesy to the greenkeeper, but what I'm trying to do is I just want to keep that against the forearm. As you use your hangers and you hit your shots, you're going to start to poke them out there. That was good. Again, not target orientated. It was a little clean. I like that. Same again, little clean, rotation, gives you face control. You can see I caught the turf a little bit there. Let's just go down and into one a bit more. Now you can see the bounce coming through. The hanger part, this green part, is not leaving my forearm. It's there, little bit of pace and through. Nice rotation. Rotation's key if you want to leverage the bounce. Leveraging the bounce, this part of the golf club, this sole part here, is critical if you want to be a good pitcher or you want to be good out the traps. So when I played that first shot for you there, I'm using the leading edge. I'm leveraging this part here. That's what I'm trying to use, just that part right there. I'm trying to put that into the turf and just catch it off and rotate. Hanger against left wrist, turn. Not the best strike, had to use the bounce on that one to save me. There's a much better example. Chip one down there, greens have just been maintained, caught a little hole, unfortunate, good shot though. Same again, hands forward, no wrist cock. Lovely. Good. The right feel. Now some shots are going to require you to play it higher than that. Some shots are going to require you to use the middle section of your bounce. We as golfers, as amateurs, tend to come in there if we want elevation, and we'll play a golf shot where we tend to, I see that a lot. Hanger against the back part of the forearm, you're helping it in the air. You're not leveraging the bounce at all there. So once you've mastered your forward turn, using that, and you've got your low one out there, reset your hanger, loosen off the screws a little bit. Very, very simple. Loosen it off. Set the middle of the wedge. Try to think about the shaft being vertical. Try to think about recreating vertical. Reposition your hanger. Don't worry so much about that face now, where that's pointing, that secondary face. Reposition your hanger so that it touches against your forearm with a vertical golf shaft. Tighten it up. Check you're happy. Yes, vertical golf shaft. Ball position, forward, under, left armpit. Now what you're going to do, you're going to make the same motion without flicking at it, but you're going to actually, and you can see I'm wearing the mark out now, you're actually going to use the wedge now as it's intended and start to use that middle section. You're going to start to use the bounce as it's intended. Again, tight lie if you can, ball a bit further forward, just play it out higher, softer, lovely strike, used the bounce. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound of the strike. If you can do that, you're using your wedges properly. You're playing your shots properly. You're rotating. It's important that you understand that. Ball back. Try and get square for you guys. Ball back, shaft vertical. Turn that, forget that piece. Turn that green part against lead forearm. Rotate. That's a tight lie. I've hardly brushed it. I went back here to hit my full shots because I tend to get a bit steep on it. Like I said, want to respect the maintenance round here. They're great with me, I'm going to be great with them. But that's how you play them. Middle of the stance, ball forward, just rotate. That is just a rotation. I'm not getting funky. I'm not even talking about weight position. Yeah, a little bit on your left side for the right-handed golfer. But you can actually see off those 4 or 5 shots now, I've started to wear the middle part of the bounce. So, well, hang on a minute. We've got a back part, haven't we? We've got a section back here. How do we leverage that? How do we get height? Where do we go again? Tight lie. Pretty easy. Open the blade. I'll put it here so hopefully you can see the angles. Open the blade. Nozzle it in behind. Loosen off again. Perfect. Rotate. Good. Tighten. Pressure. Hanger. Left forearm. Ball position. Forward. Simple. The back part of the bounce just caught a little bit there. There was no wrist break in that. I've done it correctly because you can see I've put a mark through where I measured the bounce. I'm understanding how I use my mill grind wedge. I'm understanding how off a tight lie like this I can easily use 12 degrees of bounce. I'm working on my feels and I'm working on my turn. Do all those things. Ball does not go back. Ball does not go miles forward. Ball goes under left armpit. Keep it simple. Just a rotational movement. Obviously, when the ball goes back a bit, I'm instinctively pulling a little bit left. That's why it's going those slight divots. You can work on that if you want to. Don't worry about getting alignment stick down. This is exaggerated to show you, the golfer, the back part of the bounce. Again, you can see now that back test, that line is pretty much gone now because I'm driving that bounce into it. But it's another interesting use for this training aid. If you want to get one, there is a link in the description below that will give you a discount to get that bad boy. Yes, it's used for full shots. But I think we as golfers, and I see it out there all the time, I see tons and tons of you adding loft, adding dynamic loft, flipping at it, trying to help the golf ball in the air, getting yourself in a position where, or bad strike like the first one. I see it a lot. And we need to be working on rotation. We need to be rotating using the correct part of the bounce, whether it be the leading edge, hands forward, whether it be the middle of the bounce, hands in the middle, or whether it be open the blade, hands a bit further back, hand blade is open, drive the bounce through for the high one. You can get it all, and you can use this as your checkpoint. This will make you rotate. Rotation again in the full swing and the long swing is key if you want to get tight little grouping like that. Try it out. Another simple tip, another area you can use a good training aid that is nice and simple, but also you can understand about this. The more you understand about the wedge, the more you understand about how you use the bounce, the better short game you're going to have. Trust me, I've been there when I've not known anything about wedges and I've played around with it. If you go with what the engineers are intending these to do, you'll become a better wedge player. Try that, get practicing. I have an awesome video coming up for you here in the next couple of weeks about bunker shots, longer bunker shots. Again, how to leverage the correct part of the bounce. It's important that you guys try and practice this before, get your rotation dialed, control your low point, control your bounce. You'll have a much more enjoyable session when I come to doing the traps. Until next Tour Truck Tuesday, any comments below, appreciate the follow, tell your mates, let's get some more characters following this channel.